Hello, everybody. Good morning. All right. So, for those that are brand new, my name is Rosita. I am I'm one of the Spanish instructors here at TakeLessons.com. Now, today, what we're going to talk about when it comes to conjugating verbs is actually not the regular as usual. We're going to be talking about the subjunctive mood. Now, the subjunctive mood is used in various situations, but the one that we're really going to focus on is how to express your desires, how to express your wishes, and how to express your preferences. Now, before we get started today, for those that are registered here at TL Live, let me explain how this works. First off, you guys are unable to see or hear each other for right now. With that said, there will be a moment where I'm going to ask if I could spotlight you, which means that people will be able to see and hear you. Now, if you don't have an issue with someone listening to you, but you have an issue with someone seeing you, please let me know so I can disable your camera from my end. I want to make sure that you guys are comfortable. Now, at any time, if you guys have questions, whether you're watching this here at TL Live or here on YouTube, go ahead and write your questions via the group chat. All right, let's get started. Now, for those that are registered for TL Live, you guys will get a copy of the slide, lesson notes, and materials, including the vocabulary, the conjugation chart, and the copy of our lesson notes so you guys can practice at home. Well, granted, there is homework, so yeah, this will be definitely a good tool for you guys to have. Okay, let's pull this up. Perfect. All right. Now, the subjunctive mood can be confusing, especially if you guys just got, how to conjugate the regular present. So the key thing to remember is that whenever we are conjugating in the subjunctive mood, the endings are going to be the complete opposite of what you guys are used to. So for an example, let's check out the verb cantar, which means what? To sing. Now, if I wanted to say I sing in the regular present, va a ser yo canto. How about you informally sing? How would I conjugate to translate that? Tú cantas. Exactly. Now, in the subjunctive mood, even though that the endings are A based because cantar is an AR verb, we're going to switch it to E. So, if I wanted to say I sing in the subjunctive mood, yo cante o tú cantes. Él, ella, usted cante. Nosotros, nosotras cantemos. Vosotros, vosotras cantáis. Ellos, ellas, ustedes canten. So let's quickly conjugate a verb. Let's check out hablar. Go ahead and change it into a white font so everyone can see. And what does hablar mean? Speak. Yes. All right. So, in the regular present, how would I say he speaks in Spanish? Él habla. Exacto. Now, looking at the chart, the conjugation chart in front of you, how would I say, or rather, how would I conjugate this in the subjunctive mood? El cante. Mm-hmm. Good. I mean, el hable. Ah, there we go. I realized I said cante. Good. Now let's check out the ERs. So here aquí tenemos comer, which means to eat. Exactly. And it also doesn't help that the answer is right in front of you either. So here, the regular way to say I eat would be como, right? Yo como. Not yo como. Como means how. Como means eat. I eat. So cuidado con el acento, ¿va? All right, how would I say you informally eat? Tú comes. Perfecto. Now the subjunctive mood for both the ER and IR verbs. Hello, buenos días.
Oh, hey. I'm the only one. Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I just woke up, so like I sound like a hot mess.
Ah, yeah. That's all good.
But okay.
All right. So, for comer, if I want to say you informally eat in the subjunctive mood, va a ser tú comas. Let me go ahead and write that down. That means you eat in the subjunctive mood.
So two comas?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay.
Now, the cool thing about the ER and IR verbs is that they're going to share the same exact endings. So one less thing to worry about. So like recibir, which means to receive, it's an IR verb. So if I wanted to say you informally receive in the subjunctive mood, we're going to drop the IR and then add AS, because the AS in the subjunctive mood is in the tú form. So tú recibas.
So to receive us?
Mm-hmm. So the conjugation here, guys, just to recap, is that if you guys are used to conjugating regular verbs in the present tense, and we're only discussing about regular verbs here, we're not talking about stem changing or any irregulars. We're going to keep it simple right now.
Cool.
It's going to...
Last night class was a lot of words.
Yes. To be fair, that was an advanced class.
See that at first. I just always look to see if you're teaching me not going. Because I don't care if it's advanced. I want to go because it's your class.
Oh, thanks. So then we'll have the opposite endings. Now let's put this in a sentence structure. So before, I mentioned that the subjunctive mood is used in different situations, and what we're going to really focus on is talking about like preferences. But I did add some expressions. Now, over here outside of to prefer. Now, when using the subjunctive mood, the first part of the expression to express either preferences, desires, wishes, wants, is we're going to add a conjunction, que. Now, que translates to that. So if I wanted to say, I prefer that you practice speaking Spanish every single day, I will say, prefiero que. Now, prefiero means I prefer that. So these words like desear, preferir, insistir, and querer is going to be conjugated in the regular present, depending on whom you are talking to or about. And then the verb coming after the conjunction, que, that verb will be conjugated into the subjunctive mood. So, prefiero que practiques a conversar español todos los días. I prefer that you practice conversing in Spanish every single day. So let's recap on that. When using verbs such as desear, which means to desire, preferir, which means to prefer, insistir, which means to insist, and querer, which means to want, depending on whom you are talking to or about. Telling who is doing the preference or who is doing the desiring or who is insisting, you're going to conjugate it according to that particular person in the regular tense. As you guys see here in the TL Live, I put it in the yo form because I want to make it simpler for you guys when you construct these sentences. Then the verb coming after que, that's when you're going to conjugate the verb in its subjunctive mood. Let's look at an example. Quiero que ustedes comprendan mi punto de vista. I prefer that you, plural, understand my point of view. So here, let me grab a little, no, I don't want that because I can't draw straight lines for the life of me. Quiero. What does quiero mean?
To want.
I want. So I'm talking about what I want. Not someone else. Quiero, because I conjugated it in the regular present.
Okay.
Then I added the conjunction of que, which is that. Quiero que. I want that. Ustedes, you. And then I added the verb comprender. Now, comprender, is that an AR verb, ER verb, or an IR verb? Comprender. Do not look at the answer that's written here on the chart.
Comprender.
Comprender. Is that an AR, ER, or an IR verb?
I'm gonna get it wrong. It's gonna be wrong.
Hey, don't say it's going to be wrong if you haven't guessed yet. You never know. You have a 50% chance to be right.
Okay. Is it ER or no?
It's a what?
The ER one?
Yes, see? You are right.
Okay.
All right. Comprender is an ER verb.
Okay. I tried to guess because I don't know.
Well, you guessed correctly. Now, when in doubt, when you're trying to identify a verb, if it's in its ER, IR, or AR, if the verb is in its infinitive form, just look at the last two letters. It's either going to end in AR, ER, or IR.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's Sherilyn. She popped up, but she's not. She's in a question mark.
All right.
That's cool. Yeah, I was just guessing, but you see, I can't help it. I kind of freak out if I'm going to be wrong because then I don't know what.
It is okay to be wrong. That's why people take lessons. It's here to learn.
Okay.
Right? And of course, when you're learning something new, especially if it's a different part of the skill that you're trying to improve on, it is okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be wrong at times.
Okay.
As long as you learn from that or write notes and practice, then you'll gain that confidence. It's the same thing like singing.
Oh, yeah.
We need those bad notes in order to learn how to improve on those good notes. Or rather, let me phrase that. We need those bad pitches, we need those bad pitches, those bad sounds in order to know how we can reach those correct pitches or those correct sounds.
Okay, because I really want to listen to you and Laura now, so I'm going to try really hard on Saturday.
That's all I ask, my dear.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so comprender. Let's look at the conjugation chart. So let's scroll up here. All right, since we identified it as an ER verb, and I'm looking at you plural, ustedes, which one am I going to use? How would I conjugate comprender? I'll change it to comprend. Comprendan.
I can't remember. Is that one that or something? Like, I can't.
Okay, so comprender is an ER verb, right? So let's look at here in the chart, we have an ER verb that's comer, right? So the bolded endings are the subjunctive endings. And that's what we want to convert that verb to. So with comprender, let me go ahead and add a little, there we go. So the ending matches with comer, right? They're both ER verbs. You see that? Okay. Now, the ustedes form will be the bottom right. Right over here. So let's look at the bold endings. What letters are the bold and the bold letters?
Are those the ER, IR and stuff or no?
Yeah, so comprender is the ER verb, so we need a subjunctive ending. So which ending am I going to replace ER with?
This is so wrong. I'm gonna get it wrong. IR maybe?
No, IR is another type of infinitive endings for Spanish. So look at the words underneath comer. Right? Here you have bolded endings, terminaciones.
The A.
Yes. Okay, so now we need to look for the one that represents ustedes, the third person plural. So that ending we're going to use
The A-N?
the A-N. Exactly.
Oh, cool. You put in a little circle. Cool. Okay. Or box. Yeah. Okay, cool.
So then what we're going to do is we're going to drop the ER as we have to do for all types of conjugations, regardless of moods that we are in. So we're left with comprendan. And that's how we conjugate it to the ustedes form. So going back to the example here, tenemos, quiero que ustedes comprendan. So here it is in the I don't know what that was. Here it is in the subjunctive mood. Quiero que ustedes comprendan mi punto de vista. Mi punto de vista, pues, es como, si yo quería decir, point of view. Any questions?
No, I'm going to try to remember the...
Rather than trying to remember, I'd rather you try to practice. So that will also help you remember. So just start off like with conjugating simple regular verbs, as so, and use the chart. Like look for all, like maybe 5 AR verbs, look for 5 ER verbs, and look for 5 IR verbs, which, if you guys want, I can give them to you guys. And then by looking at the chart, conjugate the endings. Once you feel comfortable in conjugating those endings, or rather conjugating in the subjunctive mood, you can start applying them to a sentence by forming a sentence structure, as I give right here. Desear que, preferir que, insistir que, and querer que. Now, what I like about this when working or dealing with a subjunctive mood is that you get to practice, a couple of different conjugations. So here we're only discussing about the present. Desear que. So deseo que, prefiero que. Those are conjugations in the present, meaning I desire, I prefer that. And then after que, you get to conjugate in another mood. Yes.
Okay. So these are all verbs?
Yes, these are all verbs. These right here are expressions. These here are verbs.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I get confused. I feel so stupid sometimes because I don't know.
No.
Okay.
Never, ever feel like that at all. It's only natural and common, to be confused, especially when it's a new thing, something that we've never seen before.
Okay.
So
3 of the words seem easy to remember because they sound like the real word a little bit. So the deseo one.
Desear,
Sounds like prefer. And the other one sounds like love. So that's these. So those ones seem.
So these are the
easier.
expressions. So those ones you're going to try to conjugate in the present tense. And then the verbs coming after the que, then you're going to conjugate it in the subjunctive mood. Now, you can use these verbs here. So if I wanted to say, I desire that you sing My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. So I'll say, deseo que. I desire that tú cantes, you sing, My Heart Will Go On. And then go full Celine Dion on me, just like Sherilyn.
Oh. I told her to come to class and she quit typing. So
I was trying to get in on the computer and it doesn't show up on the computer.
Oh, you're here. I was like, I told her to come and she quit typing.
Yeah, some of my phone doesn't show up on the computer.
That's a good thing about TL Live is that you can access it from like 3 of your smart devices, either your computer, tablet, or smartphone.
Yeah, it doesn't have you on there. It says today, and then it starts off like at 1 p.m. class.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it's only 2 minutes left of this class.
Well, maybe that's why.
Yeah, it cuts off at a certain point, I believe. So
I just woke up and then I was like, I might sleep for another hour, and then I was like, nope. I'm awake. And then it was so cool because Rosie is so cool and all
right, we can talk about this later.
Breathe, girl, breathe.
All right, so let's quickly review. One of the situations that we're going to use the subjunctive mood is to express desires, wishes, and preferences. Now, we're going to use these words, such as desear, preferir, insistir, o querer, and you're going to conjugate those in the regular present. And then después vamos a añadir the conjunction of que, and then the verb coming after que, you're going to conjugate that verb in the subjunctive mood.
Totally lost me there since it's only 1 minute left of class.
Yes. Luckily for you, you have the lesson. I downloaded the lesson notes and materials. And don't forget that even if you come late or if you miss a class, any teacher that uploads any lesson notes or materials or even write notes in the group chat, you guys have access to go to it afterwards.
Right.
By going to your dashboard, clicking journal, look for the class Conjugating Verbs for Activities and Preferences with the teacher that you registered with. And then if you're a premium member, you'll see the video, the recap video, and have access to the group chat. The group chat is available for premium members and non-premium members.
I'm premium.
Yes, you are. Both of you guys.
And not to listen to Shelly's homework or anything that she says.
I've done good.
Yeah, you know what? I totally agree. Please listen to the homework assignments that come from my mouth.
I'm not giving her anymore. She helps me with
Okay.
her.
So, I would like for you to create 3 sentences. Starting with any of these 4. Desear, preferir, insistir, or querer. Now, if you guys need help in conjugating the regular present, just notify me. You can message me through my Take Lessons profile. Or if you guys already have contact with me, like my number, or know how to contact me outside of that, you can contact me through there as well. That goes for my students. Then, add que. after that. Then, using the 3 verbs given to you, cantar, comer, and recibir, try to conjugate those in the subjunctive mood. Now, if you guys need help to construct one of them, again, just message me and I'll be happy to help you, to give you a foundation, to give you a base.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so
because I can hardly read them on my phone.
okay. Well, the PDF file is waiting for you to download in one of your devices. Okay, so pues, that's all the time that we have for today. Hopefully, I will see you guys later for my 5 p.m. class. Yes, I do have a singing class at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Essential stretches for singers. Now, I don't mean like yoga stretches.
Yeah, what are those stretches?
So stretches are essentially like vocal warm-ups. These are more to help you expand your range, and also looking at the transitions between 2 different registers. A lot of people, they will tend to, have issues of their voice just dropping or crackling between 2 different pitches. And usually there are pitches that are further apart than close together.
Oh, that's what I need.
Sherilyn, you better go, because I promised Rosita I'll try, but I'm not trying unless you're there.
You're trying?
You're trying.
Oh,
You are?
okay.
All right, guys. Until next time.